Hello everybody and welcome back to Terraria. So I think this is going to be maybe the final episode for this series, depending on how it ends. I'm planning on fighting the Cultist, doing the alien towers, and fighting the Moon Lord. After a few failed attempts of trying to kill the Cultist with a Terra Blade, I'm going to try my little kill box with a honey pool, and I'm going to use the yo-yo, which we can't use our summon, and I can't use the Star Veil because they continually hit the wrong clone whenever he does his little clone move. Got him spawned in. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to sit in the honey. I'm going to use my shiny stone to keep my health regen high, and then we're just going to continue to hit him with the yo-yo. So the one we're trying to focus on, he's got a yellow stripe on his hood, going right up the forehead, and he'll be the one at the very top. The other two have a solid blue hood. Those are the clones. So if you fail to hit him or you hit the wrong one, they spawns a dragon. The dragon both times is the last two attempts have killed me, so I missed it on that one. So we're going to continue to try this. Hopefully I can kill it. Alright, dragon's dead. So the ice shards do pierce the blocks. Seems like I'm taking some splash damage off of his explosives too. But he's getting pretty close. He's down about 10,000 health. We're really low on health. Pop a heal potion really quick. Looks successful. Alright, he's dead. So that took 3 attempts to kill him. So we're gonna go off and fight the towers now. Alright, so here's our... I'm gonna try to get this in range. These are not really too bad. 3 of the 4 towers don't usually give me a lot of problem. It's the solar flare tower that's the worst, and that's because of the Cultists. This one's not too bad, just have to avoid the ones that have the shotgun, because they're fairly accurate and they're quick. Up here into space a little bit, try to recover some of my health. That way I don't have to worry about respawning. And I've got the shiny stone to help speed it up a little. Down as soon as this is full. So we only have to kill 100 enemies per tower, and then the tower. And then whatever else spawns in with the tower. So let's see how fast we can knock it down. We've got the Nimbus clouds on top doing a little extra damage just to speed it up. See if I can do this without dying. A few more. Click these. Make sure I got them all. Grab a few of these hearts and head to the next one. Make sure I've got full health. Alright, our second tower. I'm going to try to get in a little closer to it. Alright, we got our clouds out. Gonna keep trying to circle around these just to avoid the lasers. Not too difficult, but these teleport. It just kind of makes them a bit more annoying than anything. So the first attempt at these, you only have to do 100. After that, I think you only have to kill 50 to get the tower to expose it, or to remove the shield from the tower. We're down to 82. Still looking pretty good. Alright, and we got the towers exposed. Start to get my clouds back over here. They've already despawned. It's taken me a while. Just have to continue to avoid the lasers. I think the spawns are a little heavier. Once the shield's been lifted, they spawn more. So it's down almost... down about 50% health. We'll let the clouds do most of the work. We'll try to sneak in a few hits here and there. And that's Tower 2. It's done. So we got 2 more. I'm gonna head over. Alright, so here's our 3rd tower. Coming into range. This one's not too bad. Little snakes are very easy to kill. The little orbs, if you don't kill all of the small orbs, they continue to respawn larger orbs, which they become kind of a pain because you can get too many things spawned in, but they don't have any kind of projectile, so it's just, you just have to avoid them. We're down to the last one. Just fly around here, avoid these. Try to hit this tower. This tower is a lot easier than the solar flare is going to be. The solar flare, I usually die quite a bit. About every 2 to 3 kills, I will generally die at least once. I might die 30, 40 times trying to complete the solar flare tower. I'm going to clear the last of these few here out. And collect all of these fragments. So that was the Stardust Tower. So now we've got the Solar Flare Tower coming up. And then after that, we spawn the Moon Lord. So here's our Solar Flare Tower. And this is probably the one I hate the most because of these. Let me get my weapon. You have to shoot their tail. It's the only way to kill them, and I think they spawn too often. So I literally killed one and then died. And it's probably going to be that way all the way through here. So I'm probably going to have to end up cutting this down, or I'll be here for 2 hours attempting to kill them all. I'll spend a little time up in the air, regen my health as needed. Just hang out in space out of spawn range. Alright, we're down to 4, 1. And another Cultist. And I'm dead. But the tower's exposed. We've got our Nimbus clouds doing a little damage to it. But they've been there for a while. I don't know how long they're going to last. And they're gone. Back over, we just got to work on the tower. We got another Cultist already. Now, I want to try to finish this with full health. Or at least get out of here with a lot of health. Because I still need to collect the fragments. We're down to... Alright. It's dead. I didn't take no damage off of that one, luckily. So let's go ahead and spawn out of here quickly. So we have teleported to the ocean. I'm just going to do it over here from the right side, from the eastern side of it. Alright, so the Moon Lord is spawning in. So my tactic is to take the left hand out first and avoid the lasers in the meantime. But once the eye's out, we can use the socket to create small amounts of damage for immunity frames using our Star Veil. But we just have to avoid this laser beam by going up and over it, staying out of its way. And we just keep focusing on the left hand. And it generally goes out pretty quick. And then we'll focus the head, and then we'll finish off with the right hand, and then his. And that does quite a bit of damage still, so I can only take 2 of those before I would end up dying. So his hand's about done. And then it becomes easy mode from here on out. I shouldn't take really any damage from the beams. No damage taken, thanks to the Star Veil. And we'll just work on the other 2 eyes, and then we'll hit the core. We just have to avoid all the terrain in the process. Just keep dodging the trees and hills. And this works with any ranged weapon. It's very effective. Armor doesn't have to be the greatest. I'm just using the beetle husk. And I'm flying on the witch's broom, so that way I don't have to worry about landing. So that eye is gone, so now we no longer have to worry about his giant laser. And the rest of the stuff doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But we'll just focus on the right hand. And we are almost back to our spawn point. It's kind of hard to see the health bar on the other hand until he brings it in closer to the body, but it's down pretty low. So this fight will probably end around the middle of the jungle. Alright, so this core is exposed. Just start working on that. He's down about 55,000 health. And as long as you stay over here, you avoid the other laser that comes out of the other hand. And the eyeballs are pretty easy to avoid. You don't have to use the eye socket unless you just want to maintain constant directional damage on him. So you just pop in the eyeball every once in a while in that eye socket and stay full health. And he's down less than 10,000. He should be dead here in just 1 second, and we're done. Well, that is the Moon Lord fight. Cheesed. I mean, it's really not cheese, it's a mechanic in the game, so just gonna use it as intended. So our treasure bag, let's see what we get. Rainbow staff and a lunar portal staff, but no swords. So I'm gonna head back to the spawn and create a few sigils so we can fight him a couple more times, and then I'll have to farm the towers and the cultist again just to get any more attempts to fight him. I'm going to try to attempt to get the other 2 swords that we need for the Zenith. We get enough Luminite and I will craft up the solar flare armor and the solar flare wings. I don't really want any of the weapons. I might make the pick. 27 luminite bars out of that. Celestial sigil. Let's go just craft up these. So that gives us 2 more attempts. Maybe we'll get lucky and get 1 sword of each from both fights, but honestly doubt it. It doesn't ever seem to go that quick for me. Alright, so we're spawning him in again. This is our 2nd attempt. It's going to be the same as the previous time. We're going to focus the left hand and then work on the head and the right hand and then expose his core. As long as I don't get sloppy, I shouldn't die. So left hand is out. Just tank the beams since they don't do any damage, as long as you're taking damage from the hand. I'll try to focus on the right hand a little more while his upper eye is closed. So this core is just about done, and he's dead. That was our 2nd successful battle. Let's see what we get. If I can find my treasure bag over there. We have a Star Wrath. I've never used it for the Moon Lord, but I might make an attempt. We just need to get the Meowmere. We have 1 more attempt to fight him, so hopefully we'll get lucky. So I'm gonna go get ready for this next fight, and I'm gonna go ahead and craft the solar flare armor since we've got enough luminite, and that'll just give us a little boost in defense. I still need to make the wings and the pick, which we'll be able to do after the next fight. So we are spawning them in 1 more time. This is our last sigil. Yeah, I can't really hit it with those stars. The range seems to be too fast, so dodge the beam. Start working on the hand. We'll just continue to use our Terra Blade for this, but it's basically the same fight. And our 3rd successful kill. See if we get lucky, or if I might have to go back and do the Cultist in the towers again. Probably not going to showcase those if I have to do them over. Nope, I got the last prism. Alright, so back to the towers. Terrarian is a lot faster than our Terra Blade. Does significantly more damage. And it's a little easier to control. Alright, so he's dead. So that was a yo-yo kill. Like I said, anything that uses range works really well. And we have our Meowmere. We still have 3 sigils, but I don't plan on fighting him again. Alright, so we have our Zenith crafted. Modifier came out as legendary, so we don't even have to modify it. And I've already crafted up my wings. So we're pretty much done with everything I wanted to do. I think this is going to be the end of this series. I thank everybody for watching. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next. More Terraria, maybe some art. I haven't decided yet, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.